Hi, welcome everyone back to Let's Play Cold Waters. Last time, we had a very interesting back-to-back encounter where we sank 2 enemy escort ships and avoided getting annihilated by an Alpha class by the narrowest of margins. Now we're going to casually stroll into Gremikha.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Make turns for 2 knots, maneuvering aye.
Let's prosecute this first contact. That sounds like a merchantman.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as merchant.
Set 272.
Come right to 272, helm aye.
Backup steam not deployed.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 2 knots.
Is there any aircraft? There's a helicopter.
Make turns for 3 knots, maneuvering aye.
It's imperative we stay undetected.
Con helm.
Typically,
steady
there'll
course.
be 2 warships looping here, and then there'll be 1 right here. So I'll need to catch both of them at their furthest picket point, and then the helicopter's looping in a box right around here. So the game's designed that our infiltration zone will have to go through somebody's patrol box. This is why these missions are frustrating. This infiltration zone, the SEAL team zone, sits just past somebody's patrol zone. I'm actually gonna come up to Periscope.
Make depth 4, 5, 8, dive high.
Really quick, just to bring the towed array into play.
Con, dive at 4, 5, 8, dive
No,
high.
that did not bring our towed. I would have to surface the boat to bring our towed into play.
Make depth 1, 5, 0 feet,
Yeah,
dive
just a
high.
trawler. The game requires
Con,
200
dive
feet of
at
open
1,
water.
5,
That is
0
a
feet,
Polish
dive high.
trawler. What's it doing all the way out here? I don't know, but he may be our ticket inside. I think we can accelerate to... Well, no, we'll stay at 3 knots. This isn't the most exciting to watch, but if we're going to do this correctly, we need to be low and slow. This is why I considered actually cutting and just skipping over this mission, because if I did it right, then, well, there wouldn't be much to watch than me just staring at this boat for half an hour. The fun part's getting in and out in terms of the map area. The mission itself, the infiltration, like I said, if everything goes right, well, it's not, there's not a lot to see, and I only have 1 tomahawk, so it's imperative that everything goes right, because I don't have the weapons to shoot my way out. Now, fortunately, I don't think he can see me. Like, even if I surface the boat next to him, I don't think it matters. Now, in a game like Silent Hunter, if I was going to infiltrate a port like this... Did you just hear a ping? Also, look at that ambient noise. It's not overly loud right now. Yeah, Anyway, in Silent Hunter, what I would consider to do is I would discover something out here. I would look for something like this trawler, for example, right? And I would blow it up. And then scoot well away. Basically just to get the attention of everyone to move them over here. That way I knew where the enemy eyes were looking. Of course, the other problem that could present is that it would tip my hand that I'm attacking them. Or that something is attacking them. So then, of course, they'll go into a more heightened status. Okay, yeah, there's a ping going off to my left. Or to my right.
Come left to 254. Helm I. Con, helm, steady course.
Is this technically an exploit, me using the helicopter to see how close he is to me? Well, I can't hear the helicopter from the surface. This trawler isn't doing a whole lot for me. It's going too fast for me to sit under it. I would cavitate. As he is. He's cavitating right now. His blinds. Yeah, those are... Okay. Well, that's what the high frequency sonar is for. Extends all the way across, so this is different. I don't remember finding a minefield the first time through. Maybe I did. Yeah, so we're actually losing that trawler. It's getting too far away from us.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 283.
This is probably
Designated Sierra 2.
Let's go looking. Probably a frigate of some description. Or is this another merchant?
Con, sonar, Sierra 2
Oh,
is classified
way
as merchant.
out there.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 283.
Ping her off to my left.
Contact faded.
I can't hear him though. Is 77 decibels relatively loud?
Con, sonar, new contact bearing
I felt like it was relatively
107. Designated Sierra 3.
Who is this? Is another merchantman? Yeah.
Con, sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
Yeah, just because we're hearing the pings, that's not necessarily a bad thing. The warship's on patrol. The surface vessels will ping every so often. So that's not that big of a deal. The fact they're pinging, and I haven't gotten a contact because of it, tells me they're fairly far away. How far are we? 20 miles. 20 nautical miles. I'm surprised I haven't seen any of the warships yet. They're not close enough to me to give me a vessels nearby, so it's not like my sonar team's blind. Would like to go a little bit deeper, though.
Make depth 200 feet, dive I.
Actually, if I went up to periscope now, I could bring the towed array into play.
Make depth 5 feet, dive I.
This is definitely risky, but I want to bring the towed into play for just a minute. Okay, the towed's up. Can you hear anything, Toad?
Con, dive at 5 feet, dive I.
Okay.
Make depth
Toad can't see
200
anything.
feet, dive I.
I'm gonna go back down.
Con, dive at 200 feet, dive I.
Yeah, this is a target, by the way. Got a navigational / weather radar. He's got the trawler behind him, the Polish trawler. Maybe they're training people over here, maybe that's why. I'm seeing those pings and it's making me nervous. Turn.
Come left to 252. Helm
Just
I.
get us slightly away.
Con, helm. Steady course.
So we haven't seen the guys on patrol here. I'm going to accelerate to 5 knots.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
Just a second. We're gonna go back down to 3 to try and maintain.
Make turns for
Sonar
3
ambiguity.
knots. Maneuvering I.
Okay, we've re-established the merchant, who's way over here.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2. Last bearing
Trying to maintain
2 8
sensitivity
7.
on this.
Contact faded.
Okay, we lost the merchant again. This guy's making a bunch of noise for us, which is helpful.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra
sounds so
1.
close
Last
to us.
bearing 1 1 8. Contact faded.
Basically what I'm waiting for is him to sail right over us. Yeah, we're making decent time. About 16 miles out. Yeah, all we're missing is the spec ops team deployment.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra.
Con, less than 50 feet below the keel.
Okay, I see that.
Passing 200 feet.
Slight rise on the planes.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra.
Con, less than 50 feet below the keel.
Acknowledge.
Come right to 257. Helm I.
Make depth 150 feet, dive I.
It's getting really shallow around here. If the game's gonna give us a clear run, by the way, I'm not complaining. If the game's gonna gift wrap me a clear run to the...
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as escort.
That merchant was actually the patrol ship. Which would explain to me why I haven't seen it. However, he seems to be relatively blind at this range. We're gonna turn toward
Come
the
left
south.
to 202, helm I. Come right to 227, helm I.
Just when it's kicking him. Okay, that's
Con,
his control
helm,
box right
steady
there,
course.
so-
Come right to 257, helm I.
That depth of water is slowly catching up to us.
Con, helm, steady course. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 306. Contact faded.
So his patrol looks like this, probably. If we're at his speed, he won't be able to hear us. Accelerate to 4 knots.
Make turn.
I haven't seen the other patrol ship yet.
Maneuvering I.
This trawler is doing something over there. Does he have a search radar? Well, yeah, he's got that. That's not really going to help him see me right now. Doesn't have a sonar. I wish I could get an accurate depth of water. Like where my cursor is. That's one thing that I like in dangerous waters is wherever my cursor's pointed on the map, it gives me a depth of water. That'd be nice information to have right now. 'Cause I don't know where my blue water run is. And you kind of have that. You can kind of see this little darker shade on the map. I think it's supposed to be a little deeper. So like right here. That Riga's gonna turn around in a second. I want to put a little bit more distance.
Come left to 237, helm I.
Between me and the Riga.
Con,
Is he close
helm,
enough? He's
steady
not
course.
close enough to...
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 09.
Okay, now
1.
we've officially
Contact
lost
faded.
01. That's their naval base right there.
Con sonar lost
There you go.
contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 303. Contact faded.
Close enough to where the land is actually rendering.
Come
We're at
right
10
to
miles.
258, helm I. Con, helm, steady course.
Make depth 150 feet, dive I.
Starting to get a little bit of depth of water here, actually. like it's gonna climb back up though. So what's the range? About 7 miles. Yeah, about 7 nautical miles. Until we hit the launch window. Slow it back down to 3 knots. Improve sensitivity
Make
of the
turns
sonar.
for 3 knots. Maneuvering aye.
See, we can't really hear anything.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 312. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 326. Con sonar new contact bearing 296, designated Sierra 4. Con sonar Sierra 4 is classified as merchant. last bearing 323. Contact
Playing around with
faded.
surface vessels and the aircraft. I enjoyed those. Alright, we're nearing the deployment zone. I hope you guys actually enjoy watching these. The last SEAL insertion I did seemed to be fairly popular among the Cold Waters videos, so I hope this one wasn't too boring. Basically everything went right. The Riga's patrol box is right here. Up and away. There's a minefield right here and another pinger, I think closer to the naval base. I don't know where the helicopter was, but it wasn't the search plane. The search plane's more annoying to deal with. Because it can cover a wider area with its MAD sensor more quickly. Approaching the deployment zone. A couple hundred yards to go. We're into the deployment zone. Make my depth.
Make depth 100 feet. Dive I. Passing 100 feet.
Spec Ops is away. And so are we. So here's what was in the area. You had the Riga. You had a Gremikha 3. That was the other frigate. A Polatov. I think that's right. The Andazan Delta 4 submarine. 2 more Rigas. We have one TASM Tomahawk anti-ship missile. Alright, SEAL team reports that they are now in business. We have bombed the base. Yeah, I think we've actually seen this message before. Alright, we are to withdraw. So, next time, the real excitement begins. I will see you then.